The return of someone really special in your life is going to take place this month, my gorgeous Virgolini, indeed. And I will tell you why this is going to be so important, because one specific person, one really significant person in your life is going to play a really special and really important and a really powerful role when it comes to you, indeed. That particular person is going to be purely responsible for you opening your eyes when you need your eyes to be opened the most. You will know what I mean. You will know exactly what I'm talking about, because this situation is most certainly going to take place in between the 11th of April and the end of that month. That person is a remarkable person in your life who is just going to also prove the actual whole sense of direction to you that you have been feeling about, that you have been talking about, that you just needed a little bit of encouragement. I cannot possibly stress enough how significant April 2021 is going to be for you, my gorgeous Virgolini. I repeat, I cannot believe how significant this month is going to be. You will be able to feel different energy from the beginning of April indeed, but what is actually going to be taking place throughout the month, you know, there are three significant stages that you are going to have throughout the month, you know, at the beginning of the month, mid-month, and at the end of the month. All these three significant stages are gonna be really kind of gonna be mind-blowing when it comes to you. They're gonna be completely different. They're gonna open your mind so much, but most importantly, they will be leading towards the certain path, towards the certain direction, towards the certain dimension that most certainly right now you should be going towards. You do not wait for anyone. You do not wait for anything. It is so important for you to grab hold of any opportunity, or for you to grab hold of any kind of like emotions that you're actually having, and try to kind of take them on the next level by inspecting them. And I'm talking about things that you wanted to do over the last 24 months, but in particular over the last 12 months, you know. There are certain things that you really need to kind of pay attention to cut out of your life, because they purely came to an end. But on another hand, you need to pay attention to your own energy. You need to pay attention to your own vibration, because something is going to become completely obvious to you like there is no tomorrow. And that particular stage, that particular sign, that particular indication, that particular information is going to change absolutely everything. And I am talking about a little domino effect. Again, spiritual domino effect is like, you know, you can have like hundreds of dominoes, and then you just do one, you know, and then the whole thousands of hundreds of dominoes, you know, like they all kind of change just because that particular thing that you have started. Okay, it is very important to understand also that the whole month is going to be like a little bit challenging as well, and the challenge around this situation is going to be like you are gonna think like you can't move forward. You're gonna think like maybe, you know, too much uncertainty. What you need to understand, that you feel rushed towards something, or what you need to understand, if you feel completely pushed towards something, you know, always take a few days out in order to reflect and see how you're gonna feel, and then get back to that situation, and I can assure you that you're gonna feel completely different. And this is because throughout the whole month you're gonna be growing like there is no tomorrow. And by the time you come to the end of the month, my gorgeous Virgolini, it's an option that it's not like, oh yeah, just this option, oh yeah, just came out of the blue. No, baby, no. It is the option that you wanted to do, that you wanted to go towards over the last 12 months, but you were just waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right time. Now it's enough of wait. Now you just go forward, because the new portal, it's about to open for you, my gorgeous Virgolini, which is going to take at the end of the month. And the new portal that it's also going to open, it's going to require from you to be brave. It's going to require from you to step in the certain direction, step towards the certain direction. I repeat, it's lots of elements from before, lots of elements from the past, you see. So you wanted to do this, you know, maybe you attempted to do this, maybe you wanted to step towards this direction, but then you just kind of like maybe it wasn't the right time. Spiritually and karmically, this is the time when you should most certainly you should step forward. So it's to do with you trusting yourself, believing yourself, and understanding that your challenge is going to be about you just not blocking yourself from moving forward. It is the power that you have. It is an amazing power that you have, my gorgeous Virgolini. But as soon as you come to terms with the fact that you need to be brave, because what is going to happen at the end of the month is purely going to happen out of the actual bravery. It's going to happen in a certain way, spontaneously. You're responding to the certain situation that becomes like a bit of like a ooh la la, quite a va-vumish moment when it comes to the actual a daring situation. That it's first of all the daring situation, so you're going to respond and you're going to surprise yourself, but this is going to be the right thing to do, because spiritually you are reaching an important point, an important stage. So what is going to happen right now, it's about to change absolutely everything. This April, it's going to have the reflection, probably the most powerful reflection when it comes to throughout the whole year. What you have been waiting for, it's about to come. What you have been waiting for, it's about to happen. What you have been waiting for, it's about to manifest, and it's all down to you, my gorgeous Virgolini. Indeed, pay attention to how you feel, pay attention to your signs, and most importantly, pay attention to every single morning when you wake up, what is on your mind. Please, sometimes this sounds crazy when I say, but when we wake up in the morning, I said millions of times, you know, we are still part of all sorts of different dimensions, purely because when we are sleeping, we are having astral projections, we are dreaming throughout the night, but we don't necessarily remember, okay? It really depends on your spiritual situation. But what am I saying is, like, every single morning when we wake up, when we open our eyes, within the first few minutes, we are still deeply connected to our own astral projections, to our dreams, without us even realizing. We may not remember our dreams, but it's also very specifically when it comes to like a first thing on our mind that we have every single morning. You need to pay attention to, because even if it's like, oh yeah, I just need to hoover the carpet, you know, it just comes to you hoovering the carpet. I know it sounds crazy, but this is exactly what you should do. It's not about hoovering the carpet as such, but it's about following this sacred dimension, following this sacred direction, that once you get hold of this spiritual magical path, once you start doing this, once you start following your own like a deep consciousness direct subconscious mind directions, then you find yourself on the right path, and then you make a very powerful connection with your subconsciousness, and then you just start having all sorts of ideas, and these ideas make you brave. This idea give you the control over a situation, that gives you the courage, that gives you the power. So let's say the second day, on the third, second, fourth like of April, you know, maybe on the second day you will have like, oh, I want to wash my windows, you know, just do it. It's not about washing the windows, but it's about tapping into this particular energy. When it comes to our spirituality, we respond to it, and then we find ourselves in a certain path, in a certain dimension, and that in return, most importantly, actually gives us the courage and gives us the ideas. You know, the ideas that we have at the time are very much so connected to our own inner vision, and this is what I'm talking about. It's important to pay attention indeed. Okay, my name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Virgolini, and it's for April 2021. So it's for you, my gorgeous Virgolini, and it's for April 2021. And you know what? It is going to be very deep month and very complex month, and you know, throughout the month you will be finding out things, and they're going to be absolutely mind-blowing. But the things that you're going to be finding out are not going to be connected to you or your personal situation, but my Lord, most certainly this is going to be so beneficial to you like there is no tomorrow. The specific information you're going to find out, and this is to do with number one, my gorgeous Virgolini. The number one is your number this month, and the specific information that you are going to find out, it's going to be like almost like gross, but it's not to do with you. It's nothing to do with you, but it's to do with lots of other things that are affecting people like at the moment around the world, you see, and that in itself, it's going to open your eyes, and it's going to be a little bit gross, like, oh my God, you know. But then again, it is just all about you understanding things from the right angle, and once you understand things from the, you know, from the right angle, then you just understand, you know, other things about it. But most importantly, how to protect yourself, like, and remove yourself from the situations and from the maybe people, certain people, and the dimension that no longer serve serve you. Most certainly, by the end of this month, you will know what to do. So have your eyes open, and most certainly, my gorgeous Virgolini, please just trust your own intuition. It's very, very important. Number one is your number when it comes to the numerology. It's like, oh my God. It's an absolute big mama when it comes to the actual numerology and when it comes to the number. Not only this is connected to the new start. Not only this is connected to the new beginning. Not only this is connected to the new option. But at the same time, it's a very high vibration in energy-wise that you are going to contain and have throughout the month. Please, 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 my gorgeous Virgolini, use it wisely. Please, it's down to you. Don't get taken away by lots of negativity around at the moment, because this negativity is very thick. This negativity is very dark. This negativity is very down. This negativity is very awful. This negativity is really ugly. This negativity is really bad. This negativity is almost like a hypnotizing at the same time, my gorgeous Virgolini, because you are very spiritual. Oh my Lord, I said this also many times. You feel the energy around you like there is no tomorrow. These earthly energies, whatever impact there is, you are able to feel like from a completely different angle, and it's affecting you without you even realizing. So this is why it's just so important to just keep going and follow your path. Something is going to become absolutely remarkably obvious to you. Number one, you need to understand this is time to deal with the problems. Where are you blocked? What is blocking you? What is preventing you to move on? What is making you unhappy? What is making you sad? What is making you like, oh, I didn't do enough? Please, this is the time that you need to use oh my Lord, like a blessing, like a God's gift, like there is no tomorrow. Throughout this month, you are going to have a magical possibilities, magical abilities in order to reflect on your own situation, and you will know what to do. Besides following your dreams, besides following what's the first thing on your mind in the morning, you're going to surprise yourself really the way things are going to unfold, but most importantly, how you're going to respond to them. Suddenly, the blockage is about to shift, my gorgeous Virgolini. This is important. It's about a blockage being shifted. And maybe some of you didn't even realize this blockage, but once this blockage is shifted, and it's going to happen within the first few days this April, then you're going to start feeling not only a re-energized, but at the same time, when it comes to reflect to the problem and things in your life, suddenly it's going to kind of be very much so very interesting urge to deal with problem and issues and things that have been kind of bothering you for a while. One particular problem you're going to deal with, and it requires you to communicate to somebody else who maybe you're not going to like this, and maybe you kind of going to have some kind of a opinion about that person. Oh God, they're bringing you down, you don't like it, they reflect on you in a negative way, and then you reflect back in that way. It's something that you have been putting behind, but you need to deal with it. This is an important point in your life because it's almost immediately going to reveal the next important stage. But it's going to happen when you talk, when you discuss the certain problem and certain issue, but it's going to require from you to communicate and talk to somebody who's a little bit, oh no, baby, no. Somebody who's making you feel really negative, some kind of energy vampire. All these things are going to become obvious. Number one in numerology is a powerful number. It means that your life is changing. It means that you're moving on. It means that you're moving forward. It requires from you to focus. It requires from you to focus on your life, on perspective that you will have, that you are having, and also pay attention to the ideas, because they're going to be remarkable, and they are going to be getting you out of the situation that you no longer want to be in. This is specifically going to be important by the end of this month, my gorgeous Virgolinis, and you will see what am I talking about exactly. Sorry, it is all about you having a very interesting moment, this month, where you are you're gonna realize that something very important is coming. And it's to do with a waiting game slowly coming to an end. An opportunity connected to unlimited possibilities, but also at the same time it's to do with a perfect balance, which is in return going to start creating a very healthy obsession. So you're going to start being obsessed with a certain part. You see this? You're going to start being obsessed with a certain part. You stay there. You're going to start being, stay there, my darling. You're going to start being obsessed with a certain part of your life, and this is a healthy obsession. And when I say healthy obsession, it's like when we kind of like a point, when we are pointed towards the direction we should be pointed towards, like spiritually, everything starts making sense. Our energy picks up, we feel great, we'll feel wonderful, and each day we'll feel absolutely better. Each day we feel easier. Each day we feel more powerful. Each day we feel more courageous. So this, my gorgeous Virgolini, is what I'm talking about. So it's about the opportunity. If you're looking for work, please go for it. Express yourself, my babies. Do things that you wanted to do. If you want to have a promotion, this is most certainly the month. If you want certain changes, you need to follow your intuition, and at the same time, listen, it's a sacred number, magical number. Do you know what you do else? What else you do throughout the month? Every single, number one, just remember, new beginning, new start, power, success, excitement, accomplishment. Every single day you do something different, you do something new, you do something in a different way, you bring something into your life. Go to the forest on Monday for 5 minutes, on Tuesday go somewhere else, on Wednesday go somewhere else, but every single day you bring something new. And oh my God, again, I'm talking about the spiritual domino. You have one, and you do just one little change each day, and that little change is going to bring you the whole new world of possibilities. But you need to work with me, my gorgeous Virgolinis, and you need to work with this energy at the same time, and to work and respond to these energies to do just that, what I just said. On another hand, the certain illusion is going to become obvious, the certain illusion, and this is a pretty much so, you will become aware of the specific part of your life that, it's not going to work out the way you wanted it to work out. It's to do with the changes. It's to do with the changes that you didn't expect. It's to do with the changes that you didn't focus on. It's to do with the changes that you didn't kind of want to happen, because, it's not much to do with you, but it's important for you to realize that it's like a certain part of your life. Slowly it's coming to an end, and it's going to require your adjustment. It's going to require your edit. It's important because it's going to help you to move on, and most certainly, you will remove yourself from the chaotic and the negative part of your life that caused so much confusion, and you are going to make a fantastic choice and decision after that moment in time, and it's going to lead towards the victory and mental clarity. On another hand, the problem from the past, from a while ago, something maybe went wrong when it comes to finances, or something maybe you wanted to start a certain process of justice, or maybe somebody did you wrong, but it's to do with the finances, or somebody did something kind of naughty to you. So now this is gonna come back into your life, and there is going to be the outcome out of that, like a wonderful and amazing accomplishment, which is going to be very positive for you. And this is purely to do with the finances, security, and things like that. On another hand, my gorgeous Virgolinis, it's a fantastic, I really like it, because this month it's going to bring you a fresh start. When it comes to the end of delays, just remember, it's going to bring you the fresh start when it comes to the end of delays, and that is also going to surprise you. It's going to give you a nice spiritual slap indeed, and that nice spiritual slap means that it's going to be connected to the sudden and unexpected progress. Whatever I say, regardless what I said, you're still going to feel that spiritual slap indeed. Okay, so it's to do with them. Very positive change in your life indeed, and that in itself is going to require from you to kind of like maybe get something for yourself, or buy something for yourself. You will want to kind of reward yourself in a certain way. Most certainly you should. On another hand, just remember, you need to avoid illusion of being trapped, my gorgeous Virgolinis, because you're very sensitive and powerful when it comes to your psychic feelings, when it comes to your third psychic eye. I said it before. It's a lot to do with like the earthly energies that you're able to feel and connect to, like from a very powerful psychic and the spiritual angle. So I just need you to remember to follow your own path, to follow your own journey. What doesn't make sense, my babies, it doesn't make sense. Just remember, it's time to wake up and smell this lovely, gorgeous little coffee indeed, because this is exactly what is going to happen here. I want you to understand that you need to ignore any kind of illusion that you may feel as well. And this is a rather tricky and challenging challenging situation that you're going to need to remember throughout the months. You need to ignore the illusion of being trapped. Please, you need to do this, okay? And also, very important responsibility. You need to accept a very important responsibility for your choices, okay? Very, very important indeed, and it's to do with you. So just remember this, the certain responsibility is going to absolutely be shining right in your face, and it's going to be required from you to accept it. And this is very important for me to mention as well. Look at this. I just need to take this little oracle card out. I just wanted to take this oracle card out, my gorgeous Virgolinis, okay? So now look at this. This is a little, use your wisdom. You see this? Use your wisdom. This doesn't surprise me at all, okay? You will be asked something this month, my gorgeous Virgolini, okay? And you're just gonna kind of like really kind of be taken back what you're gonna be asked, okay? And you're gonna need to respond, and it's really down to you. It's down to your intuition. It's down to your wisdom. Okay, this is very important for me to actually mention here. On another hand, my gorgeous Virgolini, sorry, excuse-moi, sorry. I don't know what I was. Yes, so now on another hand, my gorgeous Virgolini, basically now when it comes to health, you need to understand, very important for you to take something like a selenium. And selenium is a absolutely wonderful supplement when it comes to boosting our immune system, but also when it comes to boosting our energy levels. You can get a selenium supplement, but needs to be completely natural, of course, without any unnecessary ingredients like anti-caking agents, blah, 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 and all the rubbish and nonsense they can put in that it's not actually good for us. So or you can get like a 5 or 6 pieces of organic Brazil nuts and just eat it throughout the day. 5 or 6 pieces of organic Brazil nuts, it's going to give you the necessary relevant amount of selenium that you would actually need, because organic Brazil nuts are the richest source of selenium indeed. On another hand, I highly suggest you to make sure that you're taking something like also like maybe like a natural iron. Liquid iron would be the best, without any unnecessary sweeteners or anything like that. Just a pure liquid iron would be the best. So this can also work really wonderful when it comes to your energy throughout the month, because it re-energizes you like there is no tomorrow. And I know that you're going to need a little bit of energy. On another hand, still make sure to boost your immune system in general by taking organic acerola cherry powder, 1 glass of water, 1 teaspoon, mix it up, baby, drink it alongside natural zinc and natural vitamin D. So this combination is a must. Plus, sorry, it's a lot. Your skin in general, my gorgeous Virgolini, is going to be quite sensitive, so try to use the cream and lotions that are natural without any chemicals. Like if you can eat it, you can put it on your body basically. And also on another hand, when it comes to your deodorant, avoid deodorants with aluminium because they're vile, because they block your pores, and then you end up having this concoction of chemicals in your body that just makes you feel sick later on. So just make sure that you're using deodorant without any selenium, aluminium. Make sure that you're using deodorant without aluminium, natural deodorant, okay? This is going to make you feel so much better. And also try to drink organic teas like a chamomile to flush out the toxins, and also organic nettle tea. It's remarkable. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, or you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications, my gorgeous Virgolinis, or not. So now going on the very first date of the actual that is going to be significant to you, it's going to be on the 2nd of April. Okay, this is interesting because it's something is going to be revealed to you, but the way this is going to happen is first you're going to feel like a little bit drained, you're going to feel like a little bit tired, and then you're going to feel just a little lack of ambition. And this is what I want you to remember. You're going to feel lack of ambition, and then almost immediately it's going to be obvious to you what part of your life is making you feel unhappy, what part of your life is making you feel uncertain. So this is something for the first week of April that I need you you to pay attention to, because that in itself is going to help you to make an important decision to remove yourself from the situation that became a karmic nonsense. So it's just dragging behind you, around you, until you notice that certain changes are needed, my babies, okay? And that in itself is going to be pretty much so to do with you making an important judgment, but also it's to do with your own improvement, development, and most certainly you are going to be connected to the situation and the news that you're going to hear about the outcome of the past effort, and that is going to be playing an important role when it comes to you focusing on other things in life. This in itself is going to become a new portal that is going to start opening for you. On another hand, you know, it's really pretty much so to do with you thinking about a certain stage in your life and changes here from the 2nd of April onwards, and you will know it's like almost like a justice, you know, like you know that this is the right thing to do type of thing. So this is something that you should pay attention to, and at the same time it's going to be absolutely mind-blowing advice that you are going to become aware of. And after you get this advice, you know, there is a lot that is just going to start making sense in your life that it didn't make sense before. My gorgeous Virgolinis, look at this baby here. Oh my God, this is something that I highly recommend you, something that is going to really protect you so beautifully. A lot is going to be happening, a lot is going to be going on, and sometimes when spiritually, you know, we just kind of can't believe what we are aware of at the same time, and that, you know, that feeling when we can't believe, we just can't believe that something is happening or something is going on. So at those moments in time, we just need to kind of pull ourselves back, ground ourselves beautifully in, protecting ourselves from the negative energies. So therefore we are still having our own mind. This, my babies, is pretty much so for the clear thinking. This is for protecting yourselves against all sorts of like a negative vibrations and energy throughout April, and May will be so important for you to have this, and that in itself is going to reflect on your intellect, intelligence, decision making. You know, it's going to make you feel more wise. I'm not saying you're not wise, but wise around a certain situation and people around your eyes, life, you know, it starts clearing quite a lot indeed. It stimulates intellect, and it also enhances really, really positive energy at the same time. It's fantastic. I really need you to get this and just like kind of have around you every single time when you need that little bit of boost. For April and May, this is a must. Spirit or Fool's Gold. It's absolutely gorgeous. Nice little piece. Nice size. If you would like to buy this, my gorgeous Virgolinis, the link is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well. The second important date is going to be on the 16th of April, my babies. Now, this is really important because you're going to have a bit of a moment. Somebody is going to like kind of come back into your mind, and almost you're going to feel an anger towards someone or something, and you just need to remember to release this situation, just like a water. Let it go, let it flow. Just release this situation. On another hand, you know, you will know that it's time to head in a new direction here, and that what is actually going to happen on the 16th of April, you are going to get an important clarity when it comes to your life purpose. My gorgeous Virgolinis, this is important. You will get an important clarity what to do, it's really to do with your life purpose. You know, this is really going to be a very complex situation, but then again, in your heart, you will know exactly what to do. Just pay attention to this, my gorgeous Virgolinis. In your heart, you will know exactly what to do, okay? And also, on another hand, you know, something kind of like it's going to start up here, the progress, the process, that it's not only going to change your life, but it's going to bring you something very, very lucrative later on. On another hand, you know, you just respond to this by seeing what you feel devoted to, what you feel devoted towards, what makes your heart flutter, what makes you feel good, what re-energizing you at the same time, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel voomish. You know, this is brilliant because it's all about you offering more towards the specific goal. And what goal this is, you know, you are the one who need to pay attention to this, my gorgeous Virgolini, because at the same time it's going to start the process of growth when it comes to hard work from before, but at the same time, let me tell you something, in between the 16th of April and the end of that month, you are gonna have a very, very important and powerful and successful and mind-blowing dealing, okay? An important successful dealings, okay? And this is brilliant. And now I want you to understand that any kind of like a communication, any kind of talk, dealings, or any kind of startups that you want to do, it's from the 16th of April until the end of that month. You know, any kind of compromises or any kind of signatures and things like that, most certainly from the 16th of April until the end of the month. On another hand, you know, it's important to pay attention to reorganizations, and also your patience is about to start being rewarded here. Very positive news about, you know, something that you have been waiting for, and it's to do with the results of efforts, you know, are nearly due, but it's not going to happen just yet. But very strong information that is just really going to shed a light on so much when it comes to what to focus next on, my gorgeous Virgolini. The third important date is going to happen on the 28th of April. Now the 28th of April is like all about an important progress in your life. I really like this. You know what? Listen. Sorry. Well, I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall and the major lift, the bar for king composing. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof. Her beauty and the moonlight overthrew ya. She tied you to her kitchen chair. She broke your throne and she cut your hair. And from your lips she drew the hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. I love you, my gorgeous Virgolini. Did you think that I'm not gonna sing this song? Come on! Now, on the 28th of April, somebody is going to be playing an important role here. Somebody is going to impress you. Somebody is going to inspire you. Somebody is going to be playing an important role when it comes to your own vibration. It's going to start rising, my baby. Vibration is going to start rising like there is no tomorrow, but it's also at the same time motivation, motivation, motivation. Pay attention to who's going to motivate you. This person is meant to be in your life. This person is meant to motivate you. And at the same time, pay attention to the actual synchronicities. At the same time, pay attention to the synchronicity with like numbers repeating: 333, 222, 111, 888, 777. Any numbers that are repeating, any combination of numbers is going to be telling you things at the same time by confirming that there's something very specific that you should be paying attention to. Every single time you see the numbers repeating, you just need to kind of, oh, what did I think at that time? What did I see? What was going on? What was I thinking about? What is creating problems? You know, there is a lot that is going to start changing at this moment in time, because this vibration is coming from someone very special in your life. So it's a motivation that is going to be remarkable, but also at the same time, it's going to help you to make a really wise decision. It's going to help you to realize what adjustment you need to make and what management you need to kind of pay attention to when it comes to your own life. At the same time, you are going to have a very, very powerful omen on my Lord, my gorgeous Virgolini. It's in between the 28th and the 30th of April. You can expect a powerful omen, a little unusual animal that is going to appear around you. It's important. It's either a bird, either a dog, either a cat. It could be an insect. You know, it could be any animal that is going to appear in between the 28th and the 30th of April, you know, and you need to to pay attention to, because at the moment in time when that animal appears in front of you, you will know that this is your sign. You will know that this is your animal. You will know that you're sharing the same dimension. At the same time, that will warn you that, you know, it is kind of like the situation that you're going to need to pay attention to. It's going to arise connected to somebody rather devilish, horrible, not really nice, like really devilish person indeed, or a devilish group of people that you need to pay attention to. And if something doesn't make sense, you're like, bye baby, bye. Remove yourself away from that situation. So when you see your omen, you will know that the specific situation is going to arise, okay? And that situation is going to kind of like a really, it's preparing you to that situation and to see the hidden danger, little danger where you wouldn't normally see. So you will see this is going to be quite important, because it's going to help you to see the deception, obscurity and dishonesty, but also at the same time it's connected to insincerity as well. So you just really need to pay attention to it, my gorgeous Virgolini. Indeed. So what else I was going to recommend you, of course, gorgeous carnelian. This is your little stone, very good for you because it works pretty well with Virgolini. Indeed, carnelian is a wonderful crystal, stone crystal, which is going to give you beautiful energy when it comes to courage, when it comes to self-esteem, when it comes to strong balance, when it comes to powerful vibration, when it comes to making decisions, when it comes to like a positive life changes, but it's promoting positive life changes in itself. It's something that makes you feel so good and more optimistic on your path and on your journey, and it helps you to grow as well in a very powerful and spiritual way. This gorgeous carnelian crystal, you can also like, it's going to be quite important for you to wear on April, to have with you on April and May, and you can get this from my store, and the link is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel, I have to say. Okay, so now my gorgeous Virgolini, I'm just briefly going to say the first part of April, the mid part of April, and the last part of April, what to focus on. The first part of April, you know what, you need to remember to have a faith in the future, because now, my babies, you know, whatever is going on, whatever is going to happen, it doesn't really matter. It's all about the opportunity. You have got a very powerful card here. It's the star. The star. It's about the opportunity. It's about a new beginning. It's about a new start. It's about a new option with unlimited possibilities. Something that is going to make you feel so good. Something that is going to make your heart sing, and something that you may not be aware of straight away, but every now and then you are going to start kind of feeling this vibration and energy, because you're going to start feeling the excitement, but you may not be able to tell where this is going from. This is preparing you for a really important moment and options, you know, and it's to do with the end of the challenging times and the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, the mid part of April, it's like, listen, so important for you to do as much planning as you can. Focus, deal with the problems, deal with the issues, because you're going to find yourself being very remarkable when it comes to like a stretching your mind into all sorts of directions that you don't want to do, that you don't like doing, but it's the problems and things that you should be really kind of working on, because you're going to surprise yourself how easily it's actually going to be this month. Planning for the long term, just remember, planning for the long term, it's very important, but at the same time remember to be patient as you decided what is going to be next. If someone or something is like kind of like trying to rush you towards a certain situation, you just say no baby, no. You go back for a few days and you will see, I assure you, a few days later your mind is going to be completely different. It's going to be completely somewhere else, and this is purely because spiritually you're growing every week like wow. Okay, the last part of April is going to, you know, it's all about like, you know, it's fantastic. I really like it. And this is for those of you that were worrying, that were negative, that didn't know what to do, because it's a lot to do with like you having quite significant news. And this is really to do with you personally. This is very important. And you will know that it's to do with the end of challenging times. And I really like it, because most certainly things are going to start looking up after this moment in time. And it's going to bring you a rather welcome relief indeed. Okay, you need to understand that also the last part of April, it's more important than ever to try to kind of like meditate, try to ground yourself, visit the forest as much as you can. It's so important. Hug the tree, exchange this vibration, exchange this energy. This fresh air is important, the forest is important, spending the time in nature is important when it comes to our own rejuvenation, but also when it comes to us doing the right things, when it comes to our personal balance, you know. I really like this because, you know, there is some kind of like idea that is going to be on your mind as well at the end of April, and it's going to be good, but it's going to require from you to bit more planning to do and patience until you get to that particular point. But the idea is most certainly valid and very good indeed. Okay, so now I just had a wish again to do this oracle card. Just one more extra oracle card, my gorgeous Virgolini, for April. What the spirits are going to tell us. What the spirits are going to tell us. Be mindful of conflict. Be mindful of conflict. Be mindful of conflict. Okay? So anybody who tries to wind you up, try to rise above that situation. Do not waste your energy. Okay? So there may kind of like a certain conflict arise in between you and somebody else. But just remember to rise above any negativity and try to avoid to have that conflict. Okay, just kind of letting you know. So now I'm just going to see what is going to happen to those of you that are in a relationship, my gorgeous Virgolini, as soon as I find my cardini. Where did I put my cards? Where did I put my tarot cards? Specific tarot cards. Here. In front of your nose. Okay, so now my gorgeous Virgolini, I'm just going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to see what is going to happen to those of you in relationship for April. Seven of Cups, you see, you need to discuss something, okay? There is a problem that is going to arise, and that problem is going to also like kind of reflect certain conflict, something that you didn't kind of work on before. The problem is going to bounce back from the past, the problem that arose before with both of you in relationship, and you just kind of left it behind. So now it's karmically important for you to deal with it and make some kind of like a adjustment in order to fix it, because it's not gonna go until you have some kind of solution. It is an important part of your karma for both of you when it comes to your own relationship. So it is just going to be keep on coming back until you see what are you going to do. My gorgeous Virgolini is very important. And there is another one here, okay, Seven of Pentacles. You see, just remember, my gorgeous Virgolini, that you know both of you are going to have a very kind of like an important option that you're both going to find very, very beneficial, but then you're both going to feel kind of uncertain and not ready to go for it. But you know, the time it's actually really great to plan as much as you can and to focus, because the more you plan and the more you focus, the better outcome in May you're both going to have. So this is important time for planning and focus as well. But this is a lot to do when it comes to like maybe you stopping the certain part of your life kind of flowing the way it was flowing before, because you were affected by certain things. Okay, so now my gorgeous Virgolini, I'm just going to see about those of you that are single and ready to mingy. Okay, so now Five of Cups. Look, you need to let someone go as well. This is happening again now with you, my gorgeous Virgolini. You need to let someone go. First of all, for those of you that are single, you have been focusing on the wrong person. I'm not telling that they're bad. I'm not telling that they're not normal. I'm not telling that they're weird. I'm just saying that they're not the right person for you, because there is something completely going on in that person's life, and it's not the right person, and it's their karma and your karma. They're not really coming together, because that person is going through something that is just so much different to what you are going through. But above all, you need to let go this person. It is very important for you to understand who this is. Do you know what? It's very interesting the way things are going to happen, because it's like it could be somebody from the past that you saw and had maybe some kissy with or maybe a little bit more. No, maybe it was somebody from the past whom you had a little bit of some kind of relationship with, or it's going to be somebody who you're going to see for the first time this month, and then you will know something is not right. So this is your sign. So first of all, you need to let this person go, my gorgeous Virgolini. And now I'm going to see again, my gorgeous Virgolini, for April 2021, if there is any chance for anyone to actually come into your life here. Well, I heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord, but you don't really care for this other person, do you? No, I'm joking. No, now you see this. I said you really don't care for the other person, meaning that somebody who you need to let go. I say this because it's going to be completely irrelevant to once you meet this big mama over here. There is someone very special that is about to enter your life, my gorgeous Virgolini, and this is why it's important at the same time to let someone go who is not meant to be part of your life anyway. It's not like a real love or anything like that, so it doesn't really matter. I'm telling you, you're going to hear about a certain success and you're going to really like it, and when you hear about a certain success, it's all about the overcoming obstacles again. At the same time, it's to do with the obstacles and challenges. You're going to find yourself on an advanced stage, and you're going to like this because it's to do with your own personal victory, but also the certain negotiation that's going to take place, which is telling me that there is the process that you're going to start, which is going to bring the new path into your life. That new path that is going to come into your life is going to bring the continuation that is pretty much needed. This big mama here is going to come with that continuation. So someone is slowly going to start entering your life in April, my gorgeous Virgolinis, indeed. And that person will be very special, very significant, very beautiful in and out, and very, very much so like an amazingly powerful person when it comes to what they achieved in life, you know, when it comes to their success, but also when it comes to their own spirituality. My gorgeous Virgolini, it is not going to be that long until this person walks into your life indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Virgolinis, I love you all so much. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you, my gorgeous Virgolinis. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.